Okay, so another check here that you don't have to do every time, but especially if you hear the alarm go off for the flow alarm, meaning the water, that's the seawater that's being pumped and injected into the exhaust is reduced. So it won't overheat the engine, but it could overheat the exhaust system. So the intake for that is through a seacock that's located right under here. So you want to take out this insulation first, okay? And the seacock is located right here. You can see there's the strainer, seawater strainer. The seacock is located right down here. And to reach it, I have to reach my arm under here. You can feel the handle right here. I'll push it down and bring it back up. So you'll have to reach down, push that handle all the way down, and that point your seawater seacock will be closed. At that point you can open the lid here on the seawater strainer with these two wing nuts. The lid pops open. Inside the strainer will be a metal basket, and you'll spill a little bit of seawater as you take that basket out. So I usually have a bucket ready right here. Pull the basket out. Usually it's eelgrass or something like some other debris that gets sucked up in there. So clean out the basket, make sure everything's out, put it back in. Make sure that these wing nuts are nice and tight when you put the cap back on, and tighten them evenly, side to side evenly. Then you can open up your seacock before you start your engine back up. And you should have a good water flow through there. This is something that you only really have to do if that alarm goes off and you hear that alarm and you see that flow light, meaning you've got a reduced water flow into your exhaust. So if that flow alarm goes off and is intermittent, which I've noticed, sometimes it'll go off and then it'll stop for a while, then the alarm will go off again. Usually that means that the seawater strainer is clogging up, and it's not necessarily something that you have to be concerned of. Just reduce your engine RPMs down a little bit, and usually you can get back to the dock, shut the engine down, clean out the strainer, and you're fine. If for some reason, which I've never had happen before, it clogs entirely and your seawater out your exhaust is reduced or zero and the alarm is on all the time, you might have to clean this out underway. So that would require, of course, engine off, everybody out of the way. You've got to go through the steps right there, but it can be done while you're underway if you have to. But remember, it's never happened in 2 years, and I really think you'll be fine if you don't hear it go off 100% of the time. You're fine.